Good morning and welcome to Top Drawer On Demand. I'm Pips Taylor and I will be live with you every day this week. Now, we are so sorry that we can't meet you in person this year, but we are very excited to share with you a week full of inspiring and exciting product launches. Now, we have expert seminars and on-demand content from over 500 home, interior and lifestyle brands. Now, you can tailor your schedule and personalise it by registering for for all of the sessions that you do not want to miss. And after each of the product launches, we'll have brand representatives live with us ready to take your questions. So you should be able to send your questions in using the live discussion feature, and that should be on the right-hand side of your screen right now. Now, if you see a product that you like, then you can just head over to the virtual showrooms where you can connect with brands there. Now, before we begin, we just wanted to flag that many of these on-demand videos were pre-recorded, but all in line with the government COVID-19 guidelines at the time of their recordings. So without further ado, let's kick off today with something super colourful from Designed in Colour. Now, upon discovering an old British colour standards colour dictionary in an Oxfam store, our co-founders knew they wanted to reinvigorate the brand and its colours, bringing it into the 21st century and using its charm and provenance to do so. Now, in our first presentation, co-founders Jacky Pfeiffer and Victoria Whitbread are joining us to discuss some of their exciting and beautifully colourful pieces for 2021.
Hello, I'd like to introduce you to our brand, British Colour Standard. I'm Jacky Pfeiffer, one of the co-founders.
And I'm Victoria Whitbread, other co-founder. And this is Percy.
We worked in licensing for many years, most notably with Pantone, and have had a love of colour since we both went to art school.
Many years ago.
Only yesterday, in fact.
Yes.
And we wanted to work on a brand of our own. We knew a little bit about this system from when we were at college.
Yeah.
It was in the library.
Yeah.
And these beautiful colour books were first established in the 1930s. There's the little line logo. And it was very popular very quickly, but went out of use post Second World War, and then ultimately Pantone took over the world as a global colour standard. But we knew this had a charm and provenance that was just too lovely to remain in the library.
We thought we would do really a good job of it, didn't we? We thought actually, I like to think we have a sort of quite a nice light touch with products, and I think we're good custodians of it, and at least that's our goal.
So we got our first book in an Oxfam shop and scanned the colours with a digital reader because they had no usable profile, and we've scanned all of the colours in the book, and I can actually see we've got Percy here is a match.
Yeah, he's blue-black. Who would have thought? So blue-black, and that's BCC 50. So all colours they had a reference. So I mean, it was a very basic but very useful colour system. Nearly a century ago. I mean, it's such a long time ago now, isn't it? Very clever.
All of the colour data we use in our products and the colours that we use in every single product come from these books. Bringing back bringing back a brand for the 21st century, it was critical that it had an eco-credential side to it, not for the sake of green, but because all products have to be eco or fair trade or sustainable. So every single thing we make, every single supplier we work with is eco, fair trade, sustainable, or all three.
Yeah, when we go and see the factories or the workshops, we make sure we see this in person. So and they're all very nice, of which we can be quite confident about.
And this also extends to the packaging of the products, which is craft card, no laminates, no photographs, just one colour print, which makes it very easy to recycle. So as a collection, the products really, I think, meet the criteria for 21st century customers who demand this, as we all should.
Yeah, no, very important to us.
Yeah. So bringing back this brand, which we re-established in 2015, we've now got quite a large collection of colourful tabletop and gift products, and we'd like to introduce you to some of our new pieces for 2021.
So these are our brand new pillar candles, and so we launched these in the spring and of this year, 2021. And as you can see, we've got two sizes. So this is a 10 centimetre and this is a 15 centimetre high candle. I know these are kind of madly popular and in the market generally. So they're hand poured, they're eco. These ones are made in Indonesia. And then we've got our lovely stripy ingredients. I mean, they're just so pretty, aren't they? They're lovely. And they come nicely boxed in a branded craft box, just another eco product. Everything from packaging to the item itself, eco.
They are vegetable-derived stearin wax, which is a very hard wax, and the reason we use it is because it takes colour incredibly well and allows these very crisp lines between the colours.
And they've got a really long burn time as well.
Really long burn time. These tall ones are 49 hours and the shorter pillar is 36 hours. Stearin wax has many advantages over petroleum, soy and other paraffin-developed waxes because it burns incredibly slowly, it doesn't drip and it doesn't smoke. They have a 100% cotton wick, which has no lead or metal elements inside it, and all the colours used have ecological properties. I mean, it's a fantastic extension of our candle collection from our popular striped solid dinner
candles. And in fact
candles.
they all match up, don't they? So our dinner candles, I think most styles sort of fit alongside them, so they sort of look really pretty on the mantelpiece as a combined kind of effort. So these are our new collections of mixed candles. So this is following the great success we had last year with the mixed packs. So we've done a compilation of the newer candles because we think that you will love them. And so for this, we've got such lovely colours. As you can see, we've got great. I mean, it looks very nice and combined. It's fantastic. So these are our fat triple stripes, and then in this pack here we've got the thin stripes. So they look really nice.
With one new one.
Yeah, we've got one new one, and this. This is a sample, but this is flame and I think what
royal blue.
Royal blue, yeah. And so these are going to be sold as a set of 6, like we had the original ones. Really, really nice. We're looking forward to seeing these. Again, they're eco, fair trade, nice 9-hour burn time. And then here we've got, actually, why don't we try doing that with the solid colours too? Because I think they make a really nice gift. So these will be arriving in the spring, because they are in production and shipping now, I'm guessing. So we're seeing this in January. So yes, hopefully not a too long a wait time. Very exciting. We're looking forward to being able to supply you with these products. So these are our new jute serling placemats. So you probably know these products if you're current customers of ours already. And these are very, they just sell very well. Lovely woven jute, fair trade, eco. I mean, a fantastic material. And so we've made some serving mats. So these are sold in ones. So you buy an inner of 4, and you can just sell them because they've just got tag on a single one. So they're very easy to merchandise at the shops. These are 38 centimetres wide. And we're doing them in 7 colours, and they match probably our best sellers really. I think we sort of thought we'd do that. So we have everything you see here, and then there is also Guardsman's Red, and I think, what's the other one? Oh, it's the Ingeniero, isn't it? Of course. So I think that will be a really nice complement for the existing mats and coasters.
The company that make them are fair trade. They're all woven in Bangladesh. Bangladesh is the jute growing capital of the world. It's a very fast growing reedy plant, and it's a natural insulator, so it's a brilliant mat for hot pans, hot pots, hot plates. They are wipe clean only, they're not washable, but they really wipe clean beautifully. I've had some for years.
Yeah, they last for ages. It's a really fantastic product, this.
We've also got this year 3 new candle platters. These are powder coated in these 3 fantastic colours, sky blue, stone white and olive green. They are brilliant for merchandising candles, and the space around them for fruit and flowers and twigs, and make some really fantastic centerpieces. Some of our customers have done some brilliant photographs on Instagram with colourful fruit and colourful candles, and they just look really, really good.
And they're handmade in India, and again, visited the factories, and they're certified and audited.
The colourful candle holders are made out of turned wood, waste wood offcuts from India, and then painted in British Colour standard colours. We've got the 3 sizes. We've got some new colours this year. So we've got the small, the medium and the tall. We've found that these work really well when you merchandise the 3 different heights and have maybe 2 medium to 1 tall. And lots of our customers found that where the candle matched, or part of the candle matched the candle holder, that looked really attractive as a display, and they sold incredibly well. I mean, it makes a spectacular story, not just for the candles, but for your displays in store and online. Again, everything is still packaged in our craft boxes, same with the platters, 1 colour print, so it's easily recycled, and it just makes a really complete colour story for not just the candles but the entire collection.
And we've done a stone white colour because that's very neutral, and that'll be fine at Christmas and in the summer as well. And they're very good in a garden. If it's not a very particularly breezy garden, we find they just look really spectacular at night, and just a really nice, as Jackie says, a good merchandising item for the candles. So we designed them in mind to work with the striped candles and the solids as a kind of an elegant centerpiece. So here's a sweet new little product for 2021, and it's our handmade. Again, this is recycled glass. And the handmade, actually, they call them hand slumping, because literally it's a kind of lump of molten glass that gets slumped over a kind of, what would you call it?
A mould.
Mould, yeah. And they're sort of hand polished. And these come in 12 colours, and we do a mixed pack of all 12 colours, and really, really nice. And they're well priced, and they have our eco credentials in nice etched line on the base of them. Just a simple, really nice product.
They are larger than the previous tea lights that we had in our collection. They're 70mm by 60. The glass is quite thick, so actually they would be fine with a votive candle as well as a tea light.
I guess you could even put a dinner candle in them.
Yes, you probably could actually. But the glass, the colours are gorgeous. I mean, we've got 12 colours in the collection, as Victoria said. But they really are quite jewel-like when lit, and just a really lovely way to bring colour into the home.
So this is our recycled glass collection, the tumblers, and they do very well. They're mouth-blown, again a factory is audited, and the material is comes from sort of recycled, I guess, bottles, and then it's pigmented. So the glass actually has the pigment in it, so it can go in a dishwasher. And it's had a dishwasher certificate as well. But I'd say, don't put it into commercial dishwashers. I think it's probably better for your domestic dishwashers. But I mean, I've had mine now for a couple of years, and they're still perfect. And at the moment we have 12 colours, and I think we're going to sort of keep it at a slightly, a smaller but sharper 12 rather than have a sort of, I think we started with a sort of crazy 16 and it was just not really manageable. But our best-selling colour is probably this one, which is rose, old rose. Then what would you say, what's our next one, our next favourite?
Honeybird is quite popular, and mineral
What's
blue.
this one here? Mineral blue, yeah. Now this is a new colour, Amulet, that was launched last year. Very nice sort of smoky blue colour, very neutral on the tables.
One thing to note, these glasses are now much thinner. From our collection of a few years ago, some of you remember, so they are thin enough to gently stack on the shelf, and a very pleasing, thin, rounded rim.
Yeah.
They are blown with soda in the mix, so I don't know if you can see, but they all have these little air bubbles in, so they look incredibly they've got an even more handmade feeling than the kind of machine-made glass, but I mean the bubbles are real. I mean they are part of the glass.
They look
process.
so very high-end though, don't they? Even though they're not an expensive product at all. So you know they're a good steady seller. Oh, yeah, dog wants to have a look.
Oh, Percy, you matches charcoal.
Charcoal, yeah, charcoal.
But it's been a stalwart of our collection for 5 years. It's an incredible bestseller. They sell all year round as well because it's just a perennial product, and people really love them. They collect them. They add new colours. We will be introducing some new colours next year, but it's a real kind of anchor of our colour story.
Actually, I think we're going to be introducing lots of new wine glasses, aren't we, in matching colours. Certainly in America, we're starting with that collection now. So we will bring that to the UK too later in the year. So it'll be really nice for the sort of Christmas season.
So here we'd like to introduce you to our Eco Farmers Market Shopper. These bags did arrive quite late in the year, thanks to COVID-19, like many other products. This material is amazing. It's made out of recycled cement sacks left over from the construction industry. They wash the sacks, shred and re-spin the material and dye it and weave these fantastic bags from that material. They've got a heavy-duty nylon handle.
Yeah.
So you can really load them up. They've got a little magnetic closure, so you can not fear that anything's going to fall out. And they've got quite a wide gusset. It's about 20 centimetres, so you know they're a really, really good size.
There's a lot of shopping in there.
A lot of shopping at the farmers market.
Yeah.
We've got the 3 stripy colourways that you see here, all based on colours from our collection. And then to finish it off, they have a little embroidered label which says British Colour Standard, established 1931 London. Just to remind you of the provenance of these beautiful colours. They are proving to be very popular, so it's great to have yet another eco product in the collection.
And Jacky Pfeiffer is joining us now for a live Q&A. Jacky, thanks so much. How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. I'm very delighted to be here digitally and
Excellent.
amazed I'm first on the list. Thank you.
Yeah, we've got to kick off with a bang, Jacky. And you had some brilliant products there that you were showcasing. Now, do you find that some colours are more popular at different times of the year or with a certain type of customer?
Definitely. I mean, I'm afraid it's true that even beyond trends, which are obviously published every year, that the more pastel, lighter, summery colours, like in our glassware, they would always sell better spring and summer. And then what we would call the more moody kind of dark tones would always sell better in the autumn, winter. And I just think it's a natural thing. It's the way we're programmed as little animals, and you know, respond to that. And it doesn't matter what the trend is. That was always true.
Yeah. And do you have a most popular colour at all?
We do, and in our placemats, it's cornflower blue, which has been a perennial bestseller for years. And you know, even as I said again, beyond trends, you'd sort of, and I mean, sometimes we're kind of try and understand it, like why that blue is such a great color for everybody's interior, because obviously lots of different people are buying it with maybe more contemporary homes or more traditional homes, but for some reason that color just works in both of those environments, and it's not been knocked off its perch yet. Closely followed by pearl white, which is not very exciting.
Oh. No, it's
And
not,
dull
but
grey.
that's very neutral, which
Exactly.
is easy to work with, isn't it? Now, we've had quite a few
Yes.
questions that have come through on the chat feature. If you are watching, you can send in questions for Jacky using the live discussion tab. Now, Jacky, does your packaging clearly outline all of the eco credentials so that we can share that story with customers at the point of sale?
It does. Here is an example of our packaging, which is, I mean, at the time we were a little nervous because obviously with a lot of very gifty products, we're used to, very sexy packaging with great glossy photos and images and 25 colors. But actually, when you make packaging like that, that's layers of laminates and inks, which are actually often very difficult to recycle and just not as eco. So the rather plain but fantastic craft board is unbleached and one color. I mean, obviously this does have a sticker on it, which is warning of the fragility of the contents, but essentially this can just go straight in the recycling without any further ceremony. And on the back it does mention this, and it's a big thing for us, and it runs through all the packaging of all of our products, and it's quite hard to create sort of harmony with that, but we feel very strongly that the packaging's there to present the product, but once you've got the product out of the packaging, you're throwing the packaging away. So it's a waste of the earth's resources to have it any more than excellently recyclable, which is what it is.
Absolutely, and I know obviously with those bags that we just saw in the video, they're actually recycled, aren't they? What are they made from? The beautiful sort of stripy bags that we saw.
Our
In the
super
video.
stripe shoppers, which shortlisted for gift of the year, they are amazingly, if you had to guess, you would never guess, but they're made out of recycled cement sacks. So when like the builders merchants, it's a sort of plasticky, weavy material that's not very nice. So they gather all of those up, they wash them, shred them, and then they get the raw material from those sacks, respin it and dye it, and weave those stripy bags. So they are actually made from discarded cement sacks, and it's kind of quite fantastic. A great use.
And
I mean, it's a great second use of a material that otherwise would just be, burnt probably or shredded for some other purpose.
Absolutely. And are the shoppers machine washable?
They are wipeable. I'm not sure that they're washable, but actually I'll have to check the label on that. It's an excellent question. But I certainly know they're pretty durable. And I think if you had an accident at the farmer's market with some mustard, it would wipe off quite easily. They're sort of repellent.
Good. And we've got a few questions that have come in about your minimum order, sort of minimum spend and order quantity. Do you have such a thing?
Yeah, we do. And actually we've always striven, we've always very much appreciated the small shops. And our minimum order is £100 with shipping at £10. So that makes it incredibly affordable, and that is across all of our collections, providing it's in a pack size. And then carriage paid is £400. So for even the more medium-sized shops, we think that's very achievable.
And what about sort of the outline prices for products?
Right, I'm going to refer to my price list here. So, for example,
3 questions.
Our classic sort of pack of 4 stripy candles. These are £7.20 at trade, and the RRP is 18. And they're handmade. It's an eco wax. They're handmade in Indonesia. They have a really long burn time because it's this incredibly hard, durable wax called stearin. So they're great value for money, and these prices are pretty good. I mean, we know ourselves as consumers that it's tough out there, so we try to be as reasonable as we can.
Excellent. And with them, and there was a question there with the candle prices and minimum order, but that's obviously the same. The minimum order would be £100 of those candles.
Yeah.
Excellent. And our items. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. What was the question?
No, no, I cut you off. Sorry. I was going to say, are items available now for ordering or at a later date?
They are. I mean, we've got a trade site. I mean, on the Top Drawer site, there's a little section with some downloads, so you can download our catalogue and price list. And if you're not already a trade customer, you can email us at sales@designedcolour.com. That's also on the Top Drawer site. And we can send you a login to our trade site. On the trade site, everything that's live viewing on there is in stock right now. The new products like the pillar candles, the stripy pillar candles and solid colour pillar candles are shipping. They're on the way and they will be here in March, and we can take pre-orders for them. Obviously with shops closed at the moment, the stores with online, this is more attractive and realistic, but we're more than happy to take pre-orders for the product that hasn't arrived yet.
Brilliant. And there's a question here about the price for the Jute coaster and the placemats, please. Do you have those to hand?
Here we go. I've got one here. One of the. These are strangely we love this product for many reasons, because it's incredibly simple and the people who make it are lovely, and it's fair trade, and they don't break. You can post them. It never breaks. The Jute mat and the Jute coaster is one of the most durable products we have. So the prices, because we have had some tweaking in the last few months. So the jute, this is called the woven natural jute. We have a silky version. Mm-hmm. So this size is £9.60, and the coasters are £5.20. And then we've also got this same type of jute in a larger size. It's 38 centimetres. So the best-selling colours, of which there were 6, we've made into a much larger one, so you can have a serving mat as well, because they really do sell all the time, and it's a really lovely product, so it's very dear to our hearts.
Absolutely. And I do think that, with more and more of us spending time at home, we want to kind of, have those pieces to make it extra special when we are serving and have different placemats and things. So I think it's something that you can do and in a really great way at home at the moment to kind of liven things up a bit. Now, we've got another question that says, lovely new products. What are the turnaround times for the orders of the tea lights, please?
The tea lights, the lovely little tea lights, which I've got here, are already in stock. And so turnaround time is within 1 to 2 days of receiving the order. So great. They're ready to go.
Excellent. And so we've covered the minimum spend and things like that, but we did see some beautiful color charts that were in the video. Are they available for people to order at all? How can people see those?
Well, the original green books, which are from the 1930s, they're obviously our special books, but we've done some paint charts. Well, we've created some paint charts for our decorative paint collection, of which there are 60 gorgeous colours. This is one of the small foldable ones, but we've actually online got a round one as well, which is like a sort of a big Damien Hirst. They are actually the chips of paint, so you can order those. And actually the round one almost looks like a gorgeous piece of art and a bit of colour inspiration. So there are 60 colours, and they're all scanned from the original books. So they're as true to the original colours developed in the 1930s and 40s as they are today. And there's some really lovely colours there. That are some really good greens. We're known for our good greens, apparently. People are always saying your greens are amazing. And green is a great natural colour, so don't know.
It is, isn't it? Now, we've had a few more questions that have come in. Can the jute coasters be painted to customise a name? That's a good question.
Painted? Ooh. I don't know. That's an interesting one. I mean, we could probably look at embroidering or stitching on.
Okay.
I mean, they are wipeable. Jute is a very durable material. It's a great insulator, so it's fantastic for hot plates and pots. I haven't tried painting it on, but you could just buy a sample set and just give it a go. We'd be happy to try and support that endeavour.
Excellent. Well, you can get in touch with Jacky about that as well. And just one more question from how much are the glasses, please?
The glasses are, let me have a look here. Victoria would know all this off the top of her head, by the way. They are amazing value, and they are £3.20 a unit, and they're in 6s per colour. They're actually hand blown from recycled glass, and they've got little tiny bubbles in, and they're really charming and just really nice to use every day. And they're They're a little bit thinner than the ones we used to make a few years ago, as some of our regular customers will know. And actually now they stack and they're dishwasher safe, which in our house is essential. No
Tick,
hand
tick, tick.
washing, straight in the dishwasher, and they're fine. And my family are
Oh.
really quite careless, and they survive. So they can survive my family. They'll probably survive all of yours as well.
Fantastic. Oh, well, Jacky, thank you so much for chatting to us. If you do have any
You're very
further
welcome.
questions, then you can, of course, connect with Jacky in the virtual showroom. There'll be brand representatives from all of our brands there. So please do that. And thanks for sending in all your questions.